Why do birds migrate? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, do you like to watch the birds? We have the most beautiful birds that hang out by our house. My son Elliot likes to pull out the binoculars and look really closely at all the amazing birds in our front yard. Have you ever seen a big flock of birds all flying together? Maybe you've heard a grown-up say, "Oh, they must be migrating for the winter." Do you know what migration is? Migration just means moving from one place to another with the intent of staying for a while. So, when you go to the grocery store with your parents, you're not really migrating there because you're just going to get your food and then leave. But if you decided to live at the grocery store for a few months, then yeah, I guess you could say you migrated to the grocery store. Now, some birds migrate every year. But do you know why? Well, let's figure it out today. Birds migrate because some places are better for them at different times of the year. A place that's great for a bird in the summer might become a hard place to live in the winter. The weather gets colder, water may freeze, insects disappear, plants stop growing, days get shorter, and food can become harder to find. So instead of staying in one place all year, many birds travel to places where they can find what they need. So for a lot of birds, the biggest reason they migrate is food. See, some birds eat insects. And have you ever noticed that in the wintertime, you don't see as many bugs as you do in the summer? That means that those birds that rely on eating the insects, they have a problem. And then there are other birds that eat nectar from flowers. And do flowers bloom in the winter? Nope. So that food source disappears too. Some birds eat seeds or fish, and even those can become harder to find in certain seasons. Migration helps birds move to a place where meals are easier to find. The closer you get to the equator, the warmer it stays in the winter. Another reason birds migrate is for nesting and raising babies. Birds that want to lay eggs are going to try to find some place with more daylight hours and lots of food and safer places to build a nest. So it makes sense to go to a place with more bugs and more plants and more sunshine. That way the parent birds have more time and energy to feed their chicks. But how do birds know when to migrate? Well, their bodies are very tuned in to the seasons. Many birds start moving when the signals tell them that a new season is coming. Kind of like when you feel those first little gusts of cold in the fall. Ooh, time to go get a jacket. And do you know how the birds know where to go? This part is really cool. Birds can use the sun, or the stars, or landmarks like rivers or coastlines, and they even use Earth's magnetic field. Yep, the magnetic field of the Earth can help some birds sense direction. Isn't that amazing? some birds migrate only a short distance and others travel hundreds or even thousands of miles. And here's something else cool. Some birds travel mostly at night while they migrate. Do you know why they do that? Because flying at night can help them avoid some predators, and it can help them stay cooler. And at nighttime, they can use the stars to navigate. But not all birds do migrate. If a bird can find enough food and survive the weather where they already are living, they might stay there all year. Why fly so far if you don't have to? But a lot of birds do need to fly to find food, to stay warm, to lay eggs in the best conditions. And they have a lot of amazing ways to figure out exactly when they need to go and where they need to go and when it's time to come home again. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. What does migration mean? Migration means moving from one region to another and staying there for a while. Can you name one big reason that many birds migrate? One of the biggest reasons is to find food. And can you name one clue that birds can use to help them know where to go? They have all kinds of different ways to figure out where they need to go to migrate. The sun, the stars, landmarks, or even Earth's magnetic field. Let's play true or false. True or false, all birds migrate every year. That's false. Some birds stay in the same place all year. True or false, migration means going somewhere for just a few minutes. False, migration means moving to another region and staying there for a while. Would you rather be a bird that migrates every year or a bird that stays in one place all year? I would definitely want to be a bird that migrates. I wish I could migrate now. I would much rather spend my winters a little further south, maybe in Florida. That sounds nice. All right, let's play a round of What Am I? What am I? I am bright. Some birds can use me to help with direction. And I rise in the east. What am I? I am the sun. Birds migrate because different places are better at different times of year for birds. Birds need food, a safe place to live, and good spots to raise their young. Birds have a lot to keep track of. I guess being able to fly comes with a whole set of responsibilities. I think I'm going to go do some bird watching now for a while. Hey, if the weather is nice today, why don't you go outside too and look around and see if you can find any birds? What color are the birds that you see? What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out, so until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a few birthdays today. Today is Juniper's birthday. Juniper is from Texas and Juniper is turning 4. Happy birthday, Juniper! Milo is from California and Milo is turning 6. Happy birthday, Milo! Charlie is from Missouri and Charlie is turning 4. Happy birthday, Charlie! Ari is from Maryland and Ari is turning 5. Happy birthday, Ari! Mason is from Michigan and Mason is turning 5. Happy birthday, Mason! Harper is from Florida and Harper is turning 4. Happy birthday, Harper! And Leo is from Maryland and Leo is turning 5. Happy birthday, Leo! To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.